Yeah, he's gone and sat on the bench.
Yeah, he's gone the wrong way.
There he is, last out, look.
He is out the back. Maybe his superstition. He actually likes coming out last. Well, it's a big night at Stamford Bridge as we round up the FA Cup action. And do you think that home form of Chelsea stands them in good stead and actually makes them favourites for this side?
I fancy Chelsea because I think they're so difficult to play at Stamford Bridge, and they've got a great record against Man United over the years at Stamford Bridge.
So we're ready to go at Stamford Bridge. Interesting choice to stick with the second string goalkeeper, but Sergio Romero has played 96 times for Argentina, so he's no novice, as we pointed out in the game at Arsenal, where he played very well and certainly earned another spot. This is sometimes the FA Cup, they do use the second string goalkeepers, some of the big clubs, just to give them competitive action, and they are fine players. But for Chelsea, it's Arrizabalaga, their main goalkeeper, as Marcus Rashford sets the ball rolling. It's Mata. Rashford coming in. And David Luiz. Glad to see that past the right side of the post from his point of view.
Well, what a great start to the game. Chelsea tried to counter-attack, then it came to Manchester United. Mata feeding.
Working the corner routine. And Manchester United trying to stand tall and strong in that goal area. But, the flag is up.
Well, I've seen this quite a bit, I think. That you can get offside from the corner kick that they take there. The player that actually takes...
Not far away from here, from Kingston on Thames, and it's not beyond the reach of Lukaku and not beyond the reach of his abilities to have kept that down a bit more, but good start by Man. Hazard really await to see. He hasn't had much of the ball yet to see how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has set up Manchester United to try and deal with Rashford. That's Matic. Get the ball forward then. It was a very good one for Chris Smalling, who'd been up for the original free kick.
I wonder if he'd been in two minds there, whether to try and head it for goal.
Kovacic. The referee, Kovacic, wanted the free kick. Herrera saying it wasn't really deliberate. Kevin Friend waiting for check. There it is, carried away by Romero, back to Pedro. Goalkeeper does well again, does very well, because it's not even a corner. He's held it the right side of the line from his point of view at the second attempt.
Well, let's talk about the strikes as well. The first one from David Luiz was dipping and swerving.
Trying to whip it. It was a lovely setup from Marcos Alonso, who's never shy to go in, be an auxiliary attacker there, and that was worked beautifully.
Well, he'd started it off by running on diagonally with the ball. That's what.
And here's Ander Herrera able to line one up, and he's carried away by Arrizabalaga. Decent height for the goalkeeper. For Higuain, who's been forced a little bit wide, but that's the movement that Higuain is famous for, and also the pass that Jorginho's famous for.
He hasn't got any assist, I don't think, this season, Jorginho, but obviously he played with
to the groove. That's Azpilicueta. Higuain! Not picked up, not on target.
There's the switch of play. Pogba's tucked in, so is Herrera. Rashford and Lukaku don't want to go all the way back, or not being asked to go all the way back, so Azpilicueta can come onto the ball, pick out that cross, which he did from Morata on...
Keeping the job at the end of the season. Oh, and Azpilicueta, Arrizabalaga rather, and the back pass. Just... well, it was almost suicidal, but... towards Lukaku, and Azpilicueta finding N'Golo Kanté. Got 2 goals here against Huddersfield in the Premier League. One was from them up towards the half-hour mark. Jorginho, who has that central midfield role in the middle of the three.
He's a very good player at just keeping possession, but when you look at his assists...
And a late run from Herrera! Manchester United strike first. And the player who was sent off in his last FA Cup game here has a different emotion here. The thrill of scoring the opening goal for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United.
Well, the two players I said had really difficult roles in the side today create the goal. First of all, Pogba down the left-hand side. He can manipulate the ball so well to buy himself that little bit of time. And once he got it back onto his right foot, Herrera can just run unmarked forward. He's not been picked up here, but now he starts to see the danger. It's a good combination over on that far side, certainly not offside.
Round in Wembley. Oh, and that dips over Romero. Pedro saying it was deflected.
He's looking very calm. I'm not sure he was calm when this ball started to go over the top of his head. It was meant to be a cross. His heart would have been in his mouth there for a moment.
I think he must have touched Luke Shaw. It certainly wasn't for crushing the goalkeeper. Surprised, I think, to be allowed to go on. Here's Hazard arriving at speed. He can't get across the face of the goal. There would have been some ructions from Manchester United, I think, if Higuain had kept on going.
And that's where he just lacks that little bit of pace, Higuain. There's no foul there. The foul would have been the other way.
Jorginho trying to come up with that assist that you're looking for from him, but
that was a poor pass. It was
Pogba arriving in the middle. Here he goes, Paul Pogba. 2-0 Manchester United. The power on the header, too much for the keeper. And Manchester United are going to go in at half-time here at Stamford Bridge. 2 goals to the good.
Well, I would say there's the weakness of Chelsea. We've said it all season. If you can get in behind Alonso and down the side of David Luiz, they're not good defensive players in my view. There's a little flick on. David Luiz heads it into midfield. The recovery run from Alonso's not quick enough. The recovery run from...
Unpick the lock here, and they nearly did. Higuain. Smalling was sliding across. 3 in his wake. Nearly came for Lukaku. Then there's a shout for handball. Remember, we have got VAR here. Kevin Friend at the moment, not giving any indication that's going to be reviewed.
They'll be looking at it closely now while the ball's still in play.
Pedro, Conte.
That's it. That could be it for Matic. Could be it.
The crowd want that. Azpilicueta wants that. And Maurizio Sarri wants that. Hit behind by Lindelof. Chelsea. Strossi here. Conte looking for Pedro, and in the end it was a brave challenge that stopped Pedro getting in. 2 United players down.
Shaw did really well here. The ball was played inside and he gets the toe on it just as Pedro would probably just lifted it and tried.
And Willian has the muscle power. Azpilicueta actually did get a foot to it in the end. Pogba thought he'd won that trial of strength and he was going to see it out.
Always try and deal with the ball.
Almost an hour gone. That's a barnstorming challenge by Rudiger. He says he got the ball.
He did get the ball, but he may have had to go through Mata to win it. And any challenge from behind these days is usually penalised. It's got to be one of the front players, you'd think.
Must be one of those two, surely. It's for Manchester United as they look for another one here, but it's Azpilicueta. Good take from the Brazilian. And a good cross too. Defended this in a moment because here comes Hazard. Herrera got the ball, but Mata may have put up an impediment there. Willian is going to try and do here. He gets it over the wall, but not back down again. And United still have their 2-0 lead.
He certainly won't be taking the next one with those 3 players in and around it.
Manchester United win it back high up, and Rashford spot Pogba, who's coming up to his left. Alonso just still going strong in terms of trying to win the ball back. He's given away a few free kicks.
He has.
In towards Barkley and Higuain.
No, I think given against Barkley for a little nudge in the box.